Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is my 15-minute audio again, and today we will talk about another menu, actually the main menu I said before in Photoshop, which is the layer menu. We will maximize it like this to be clear. So, one of the main ideas or the main concepts that the program run or the program use is the idea of layers. You know, the layers is like, the khas. Yes, sing lattice or lattice. You know this thing. It has a lot of layers combined. So the layers of Photoshop is like this vegetable. Okay. Anyway, here the layers is if we make this triangle, don't worry about these things I do. I want to explain the menu only now. So if we have another triangle with another color, here is the main menu. First of all, which is the layers. First layer, if we open a new file, is the background layer, and as you can see, it's locked. So you can open it by double clicking on it and click OK, or you can still using it with the lock. So the layer concept is like, as you see, the purple, or let's make it black, for example. The black and the red triangles here. The black one is above the red one. If we make this and we take the red one above the black one, as you can see, it's above it now. So this is the main idea of the layer menu. Every single thing you make, if I make here text, and this text I put it up like this in the sequence. So it's the first thing here, after that the red triangle, after them the black one. So you can see here, if we make this white, the text is above all, and after this come the red, then the black one. If we click on the black one and we drag it above the red, it's above it, as here in the workspace. This is our workspace. If we drag it above the text, we cannot see the text, but here we can see small part of the text. If we drag it like this, we can see it, and this is the game. You can drag them above each other, and this is the idea of layers. So what is the others? What is the other things here in the layer menu we can use and we can understand? The first thing is that if I want to make a new layer, so everything we will make in the design, sorry. So everything that we will make in our design, or every edit we will make on a picture, we want to make it in a single layer. or in another layer. Every edit in a separate layer. So if we make every edit or every single element of the design in a separate layer, we will have a full control of it, and we will make it easy for ourselves to have more edit options on the whole design or the whole picture that we are editing it. So to make a new layer, in order to begin editing or begin designing, we will simply click here. This is a new layer. We can make some colors here or a different one. Don't worry about what I'm doing. You will notice and you will learn them in the future, inshallah. So here I made a mistake. I combined the colors in one layer. So as you can see here, if I move this, it will move as one object. It's not like these triangles, two objects here, and we can use or move one of them separately. Now here, because I made the two colors in the same layer, it's now one object. And here you can see I can't move the red one separately of the black. It's one thing now. So if I make a new layer and I make here the color, then I can use it as a single or a separate layer. If I make a new layer again and make a new color, now I can use it separately and can drag it below or above the other layers, as you can see. Okay. If we want to delete this layer, we can simply drag it to here, to this trash icon, and it deleted. Or we can delete it. We can delete it by clicking or by the button delete in the keyboard. Delete, delete, delete. If we want to undo what we have done, we want to do to click or to press Ctrl Z. Ctrl Z will make a single or one undo. If we click Ctrl Alt Z, it will make these, as you can see here. It will make many undos, but one Ctrl Z or pressing on one time on Ctrl Z will make a one undo or single undo. So this is the history. If I came here, you will see this. Don't worry about what I'm making. I want just to explain you the main idea of the layer menu here. If you want to organize our layers, if I made these many layers here, you know, as you can see here, we have many layers. I know they are the same color, but they are many. If we want to organize them or categorize them, we can click on the layer we want to categorize, or we want to make it in a group, and click another layer by with pressing Ctrl. we will press Control and left click on the layer, so we can select them in the layer menu. So if we selected them in the layer menu, we can now move them all as a whole thing, but they are still separate layers. Okay, if you want to organize them, we can, after selecting them, pressing Ctrl G to make them in one group, and we can here hidden it or hide them, or undo what we have hide. We can hide them or get them again, and we can delete this group as well, like this, or pressing delete on the keyboard. If we want to select these layers all in the same time, we can select the first one here and pressing Shift in the keyboard and select the last one. It will select them all in one click. Then we will press Ctrl G to make them in one group. Okay, another thing we want to explain in this menu, if we have this layer here and this. وعليكم السلام. بسجل حاجة. If we have this layer here with this wonderful color, with this color, and we want to make it like this. It's not solid. We want it to be to see the things behind. We can click here. This is the normal layer. We can click here on the opacity, and as you can see, this small arrows, you can get them to the left to make the opacity low. This is the opacity. We called it opacity here in the program. The clearness, or the the effect of glass on any layer, and 100% is a solid layer. As well, we can make this on the text layers. So here we have text, and we can make the same thing with it. We make it we can adjust its opacity, as well as we can adjust whole group, the opacity of whole group. We can make the group here above all. We can make them with another color. Here is our group, and we can reduce its opacity as a whole thing. Okay, so this is the group. This is our lesson for today, the layer menu. We didn't finish it, but we have a whole look, or a good idea. We get the good idea of it. If we want to make a new layer from clicking here, if you want to delete this layer, we can drag this to the trash icon. If we want to optimize or customize our opacity, we can drag this line here, or this arrow, to reduce or to customize our opacity of the layers. And we will, inshallah, continue the other tools in the next videos, inshallah. Thank you for listening, and see you again.